This happened during a coaching session with one of my clients who happened to be a VP of sales. And he was sharing with me the frustration he was having with one of his sales managers. He was telling me, Keith, all I want this person to do is be more strategic. If only they were more strategic, they'd be that much more successful. And it's not like they're not hitting their goals. I know they could do and be so much more, and I know they can get so much more from their team. So as we were talking, I asked my client, so when you say strategic, how do you mean? And my client said, well, when I say strategic, I mean having a plan, taking your goal and breaking it down to the specific and measurable activities that you need to engage in every day that will move you towards achieving your goal, to having a little more structure around the coaching conversations you're having and the cadence of coaching, to be more clear with the direction the entire team is moving, to ensure you have alignment and unity towards a shared goal. This VP shared with me the last conversation he had with his sales manager. And he approached the sales manager only coming from positive intention and wanting to support them. And he was talking to this manager about being more strategic. And the manager kept pushing back. At one point, my client said, hey, this sales manager said, I don't want to micromanage my team. Well, I got frustrated, he got frustrated, and the conversation ended right there. Now, here I am listening to this experience, being insatiably curious and mindful of how people use words. Strategic, I thought. And I asked my client, did you take the time to ask your direct report what the definition of strategic is to them? The manager thought for a second and said, of course not, Keith. Strategic, everyone knows what strategic is. I said, well, isn't it interesting that when you asked him to be more strategic, his response was, I don't want to micromanage my team. You see, this sales manager, in their world, the word strategic was defined as being on top of their team and micromanaging them. However, that was not the VP's intention. The VP just wanted this person to be more focused and have a greater sense of clarity around the path they're taking to achieve their goals. Here is a great example of how this disconnect in language and this disconnect in the definitions we use for some common words can cause constant breakdowns every single day. The solution? Suspend your assumptions, be insatiably curious, and always challenge the words and the adjectives that people use to describe a situation to ensure that there is alignment in the definitions you both share. Doing this will help create a greater sense of connection and clarity, and you'll also notice so many more coaching opportunities that you never noticed before.